is it really important that the payments industry needs to adopt ISO 20022?
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's a big one, right? So when I think about, why are we going through this massive effort? Because it is that transformation is going to be material in terms of the amount of work, right? Three things. One, process automation. Two, what you just mentioned, which is interoperability, right? Which is essential. And three, as a result of enhancement in that space, client experience, right?
Yeah.
If you think about payments, nobody wakes up in the morning and says, oh, I want to make a payment today because it's fun to make a payment, right? Payments, we don't make payments for the sake of making payment. A payment is always facilitating some other type of transaction between two parties. The goal of these two parties is complete the transaction, not to complete the payment, right? In our current ecosystem, the payment networks and processes, they don't operate seamlessly. I mean, you just described it, right, in your own word and your own experience, but that is truly where we live. So payment networks don't necessarily integrate well, but also they don't integrate well with business processes that they support, right? We are in a world where digitization is basically the name of the game, right? Everything that we do is expected to be fast and seamless so that we can focus, or the end users can really focus on the transaction they're trying to complete, not on moving money from A to B, right? And that's why it is so important for us to actually get to that point of using a standard that allows interoperability, using a standard that clearly defines this business model, right, that is very structured and very granular in its setup so that it can support automation of processes that today are still to a large extent manual, or where things kind of fall out of an STP process because the standard itself, the description of the data that is carried across the networks isn't sufficiently granular.